Happy holidays! Welcome to our monthly video update. I'm Bruce Kink, the operating principal for Keller Williams Woodlands and the Metropolitan Galleria operations, keeping you up to date on our surrounding real estate market. We can be really thankful that 2016 is shaping up with a very strong finish for home sales in the Houston market, as existing single-family sales are heading toward a robust annual sales finish for the full year 2016. The Houston housing market registered healthy gains in November thanks to more plentiful inventory, with single-family home sales surging nearly 23% compared to 1 year earlier when oil jitters sent sales tumbling. There was softness in the upper-tier home market in the Houston area this year, partially due to the energy industry downturn, yet luxury homes, the segment most constrained by the ailing industry, leapt almost 33% in November. Now that represents the first increase the luxury segment has seen since August of 2015. Here's some really interesting information regarding the great state of Texas and real estate transactions. Texas remains as a national leader in real estate growth, housing demand, and development, which attracts the home buyers from across the country and around the globe. The Texas Home Buyers Report showed that large numbers of international home buyers from India and China are choosing to purchase properties in Texas. The Texas Home Buyers Sellers Report indicated that 30% of home buyers in Texas were purchasing their first home, and single women in Texas were twice as likely to purchase a home than single men. So you need to be paying attention to who and where those people are falling into those hot categories. Mortgage rates, well, they've ticked up slightly since the election. However, they're still at incredibly low historical levels, prompting some buyers to take advantage before the Federal Reserve raises its policy interest rate, and that will have a slight impact on overall mortgage rates. We'll probably see some volatility in mortgage rates over the next 2 to 3 years, and analysts are suggesting that rates are likely to continue to increase throughout 2017, although still well below the long-term historic average for mortgage rates, which is about 8%. Now, there probably won't be any short-term easing in inventory, which simply means affordability will still be a challenge in big markets. We see potential for many first-time buyers, and they enter through this and they're going to face a new environment. Now, nationally, many analysts are anticipating a slight slowdown period compared to the last 2 years based on many economic indicators, and we've seen lower first-time buyer turnout, which has been driven changes in mortgage rates and some uncertainty. Now, many millennials are now coming into their prime home buying years, and we'll see more of them jumping into home ownership, creating a new demographic wave of buyer activity. Well, we know that Houston currently doesn't need any more new office space. Availability rate for commercial office space, it's over 20% overall, and there's an estimated 12 million square feet of available space on the surrounding sublease market. More locally, according to reports released this week by the Houston Association of Realtors, or HAR, on a year-to-year basis, home sales are up 2.7% compared to this point in 2015. Inventory levels, well, they grew slightly from 3.4 months to 3.6 months supply, which is still a seller's market. And the Houston housing market saw across-the-board gains in November. Single-family home sales, total property sales, total dollar volume, and all pricing were compared up from 2015. According to Mario Arriaga, who's HAR's chairman, the market has shown tremendous resilience throughout this year in the midst of a struggling energy sector, and we're especially encouraged by the strong sales volume that the luxury home segment registered this last month. You know, at Keller Williams, we train our agents to study market conditions and to make sure they adapt to the changing environment to better serve our clients. It's really strong local economies and the population growth that we've seen that will continue to fuel our surrounding Houston market. So as you prepare for 2017, don't make the mistake of reflecting too long on previous market conditions. Those are in the past. Looking over the shoulder doesn't provide any added value. You know, as that old expression goes, there's a reason why the rearview mirror is so much smaller than the front windshield. Remember, your professional Keller Williams real estate agent can help you navigate through the buying and selling process. You are perfectly poised to move forward to even greater successes. So enjoy the journey. Always be growing. Take care, be safe, and we'll talk to you next month. And Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everyone.